Ah, my dear children, let me tell you a tale of a young boy named Darian. He was but a simple lad, no older than 17, living in a humble village in the hills. His family, though honest and hard-working, had little to boast about. Each day, Darian would rise late, toil with little effort at his tasks, and fritter away his time on matters that led nowhere. He had this belief that only through grand gestures could one find success. Then one day, an old man, who seemed ordinary at first glance, wandered into the village. His face carried a peace and confidence that set him apart. The villagers called him Elder Jarek. Darian, curious about this unusual presence, thought, "Perhaps he holds the answers to my troubles." Darian walked up to Elder Jarek and said, "I long for something greater in life, but I do not know where to begin." The old man smiled warmly and replied, "Ah, my boy, success is not born from grand leaps, but from small, steady habits. Change your daily ways, and your life will shift naturally." Darian, a bit puzzled, asked, "But how can such tiny habits lead to something great?" Elder Jarek reached into his bag and pulled out a small seed. "Water this seed each day," he said, "and in 30 days I shall return. Do not neglect it." Darian thought to himself, "This seems simple enough," and so he began watering the seed every day. At first, nothing changed, but as days passed, a small sprout appeared. Watching this tiny plant grow brought a newfound hope to his heart. 30 days later, Elder Jarek returned to the village. He approached Darian and asked, "So, my boy, how do you feel?" Darian beamed with joy and replied, "I feel wonderful. Each day I watered the seed, and now it has blossomed into a small plant. It brings me great satisfaction to witness this change." Elder Jarek nodded and said, "Now take this lesson and apply it to your life. The seed of success is no different from this. When you tend to small habits, like rising early, studying for just a few minutes each day, or looking after your body, these little habits will lead you to great outcomes." Darian, taking the old man's words to heart, began making small adjustments in his daily life. He rose earlier, dedicated 15 minutes to study each day, and improved his eating habits. In just a few months, he saw a dramatic change. His energy surged, his confidence soared, and his work flourished. Years passed, and Darian grew into the most successful person in his village. People began to seek him out for guidance and inspiration. Whenever someone asked him the secret behind his success, he would smile and say one simple truth: "Small habits lead to great victories."